Me and this Mohawk dog are turning this van into Ginny's dream adventure van. Dog's gone. And today we are treating the rust on the inside of our van. Removing this sticky stuff off the floor, treating these rust patches, painting over these scratches so they don't rust in the future, sorting out these holes in the wheel arches, filling these holes in the wall where people have screwed wood panels. I'm also going to add what we've spent to the money pit board. Let's get to it.
I'm Matt and this is Sky. Together with Ginny and Little Man, we are going to build the ultimate adventure van and travel the world. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe and join us on this epic new adventure? This is A Buck Life.
In this week's video, we are treating all of the rust that's in the back of the van, and we're going to go through the process that we've gone through to make sure that when the van gets all moist, all sweaty, So once the van is in use, it doesn't start to rust from the inside out. To rust treat the inside of the van, you will need the following items. You will need some wet and dry paper. Yeah, come on. You will need some hammerite crust or any rust neutraliser. Need some red oxide primer. You'll also need some metal paint. We've gone with this hammerite interior and exterior paint. We went with this radiator paint because I figured that if the temperature of the van is going up and down, the radiator paint could cope with those changes in temperature. Paintbrushes. Maybe this. You don't need a standing knife.
We'll leave a link in the description to all the products that we're using in this video. We'll go through all the prices at the end of the video.
Before we get cracking with the rust prevention, there is one thing we need to do, and that is remove the sticky strip of paint that was put on to hold the original ply down. To get this off, we're just using a heat gun and a plastic, it's actually like a gloss paint strip thing. I don't know what it is. Don't use anything metal on it because you'll scratch the floor. Got it off as best as we could. I'm not too worried as long as it's nice and flat for the subfloor to go on next week. That's the main thing. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is go around and find all of the little rust spots and give them a rub down with some wet and dry paper, and then give them a quick brush of this hammerite crust. This is basically a rust neutraliser and it stabilises the rust so it can be painted on again. We'll remove most of it with the wet and dry paper, but this is just for good measure. Once we've done that, we'll be able to put some paint on it. Quick spray of that to remove any dust. And then on with the crust. And repeat on all your rusty bits. One area you might not have a problem with, but I mentioned it in the last video, was this area here. When we bought the van, I knew it had a little bit of paintwork on one side. Nothing major, it wasn't huge, it was literally just a respray of one panel, and there was obviously a bit of a scratch. You can see here that they've had to use some kind of dent puller to pull it out, and they've probably welded that onto the body panel. So what this has left is a load of, meaning that over time it has rusted a little bit. So this, I'm not going to be able to sand down. I'm just going to use the rust stabiliser on these parts to make sure it can then be painted and we're not going to get any rust on the inside. Now we have used the hammerite crust to neutralise any of the rust. We've left it for 10 minutes and then we're going to paint on our red oxide primer. The red oxide primer is perfect for bare metal because it's designed to stop the metal from rusting. Right, Ginny has now...
Ginny who's building this van single-handedly.
Ginny who's single-handedly building this van has now... That's not fair.
No, I'm joking.
Come on. It may appear that way though. Ginny has...
Skivvy Ginny.
Ginny has now painted all of the scratches and areas that needed doing on the floor of the van. We're now going to paint the little bit of crash damage on the side of the van. Actually, Matt's going to paint it because Ginny's quit. What are you doing now, Ginny?
Okay, so I'm just finding scratches with this here torch, and then I'm painting them with this red oxide primer. It is worth painting all the scratches around your van so as to future-proof its longevity.
It's worth painting. I think I only got the end of that. It's worth painting all of the scratches around your van.
Okay, so we've done 2 coats of primer. So now I'm going to do 1 top coat of this Hammerite metal paint. But before I do this, we're going to paint and rivet all the screw holes.
Another place where the van could rust in the future is all the places where somebody has screwed into the metalwork. So to sort this out, we're going to pop rivet it and put a little bit of paint on it at the same time. The first thing I'm going to do is place a little bit of blue tack behind the hole so that any metal shards don't fall down the van. Hoover on. I'm then going to drill it out. Leave that on there. The next thing I'm going to do is just tidy up this burr with a larger drill bit. I'm going to take this blue tack away, a little bit of paint over the hole. I'm then going to dip the pop rivet into the paint.
A little bit more. Oh, too much. Oh no.
I'm going to have to get a bit of paper towel, hang on. Oh no.
Did you dip it in a bit too much, babe?
Dipped it too much.
Too much dippage.
Double dip.
Double dip. Right. Can't really see it, but. Oh yeah. No.
That's the ticket.
I'm gonna dip that.
Pop it in the hole.
Squeeze and release.
It's not working.
It ain't working.
Why isn't it working?
Oh, it's popped out the back.
That's why.
Squeeze and release.
Why
It
isn't
ain't working.
In.
Whoa! Yeah, baby! It's the ticket.
And
It's
then
in.
just tidy it up a little bit.
A bit of paint.
Have fully prepped the van ready for the subfloor. We sorted out all the rust and treated any areas that were bare metal, so now they won't rust. You can clearly see the neatness difference between the part that I did and the part that Ginny did. Hers is much neater, although nobody's going to see it, so who really cares? Okay, back at the money pit door of pain. It actually cost us today £56.31. If you're finding this useful, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. It will really help. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for tuning in. Looking forward to the next part of the build, and we'll see you in the next one. It's bloody freezing in England at the moment. Anybody living in a warm country, I'm so envious. The first thing we do when we get this van built is we're going to hot tail it out of here to somewhere warm.